Hey, I'm Peter, and welcome to Ageless Confidence, where life is life, age is age, and we like to be real about both of these things. Today, we are talking about something that has been on my mind quite a bit lately. What does ageless confidence actually mean? Here's the spoiler alert. It has nothing to do with pretending that we are forever young or that we're chasing some fountain of youth fantasy. And it matters to me because I keep seeing these posts from fantastic women who are over the age of 50 talking about feeling invisible. And honestly, it breaks my heart because these are smart women, they're accomplished, and they clearly have some value and something to offer this world. We all have something to offer. So today I want to explore this feeling of being invisible. And has it got more to do with how we see ourselves than how others see us? And I wanted to share this because I noticed something with myself and confidence and how that has shifted over the years. In my 30s and 40s, it was loud. It was more about proving something to others. But now it's quieter, it's more internal, and it comes from knowing myself and feeling better in myself. So, what is the real meaning of ageless confidence? Well, for us, it has nothing to do with pretending that we're going to be forever young. It's about feeling capable to do what's important to you. It's about standing tall rather than hunching over. It's about owning who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it reminded me of this story when I was a young person. My mum would get me to go to the deli to get the cold meats for the week. And I'd have the list and off I'd go. And I'd stand at that counter and I would be there for such a long time. And I used to think to myself, am I invisible? But now at the deli counter, when someone says, who's next? I put my hand up when it's my turn and I say, I am. So what's changed? When I was younger, I wanted to please everyone. And I was from that generation that was speak when you're spoken to. So I only spoke up when I was asked to speak up. But when I had children and I was caring for other people, I realized that I needed to be more in control of speaking up for them, speaking up for me. And as each year has rolled on, I've become more confident in what I have to say. And even if someone else doesn't agree with me, I'm okay with it. And the good news is that research actually backs this up. So studies show that our psychological well-being often improves with age. Our brains get better at emotional regulation. We gain perspective on what actually matters. And we learn to focus on relationships and activities that support us and our well-being. So now understanding ageless confidence is one thing, but actually feeling it, well, that can be a little bit tricky, right? Because here's what I think is really happening for many of us. We go through life ignoring this aging slippery slope until it's right in front of us. And that's when our confidence takes a big dive. So one day you can do up your zipper easily on the back of your dress, or you can do up your bra behind you instead of having to swivel it around the front, or maybe even stand on one leg and do up your shoes. And then all of a sudden you can't do it. Maybe it's not all of a sudden. Maybe you just haven't tried it in a while. Maybe you haven't got up and down off the ground in a while. So you haven't actually realized that it's got harder than what it was. So these changes happen so gradually that we adapt without even noticing it. We modify our behavior just a little bit by a little bit by a little bit. So reaching for things differently is one part of it. Avoiding certain movements is another. And maybe we're starting to ask for help or getting others to support us a little bit more. Now, there's nothing wrong with asking for help either. Then one day we might go to try that thing, whatever it happens to be. And it was something that we could do easily. And then all of a sudden we realize we can't do it. And that's when we think, I just can't get down on the floor anymore. And we decide it's too late to change. But here's the thing. There's a huge difference between this is challenging me right now to I can't do this anymore. One keeps your possibilities open, and the others accept that that aging slippery slope only goes one direction. Here's what I've figured out. Ageless confidence isn't about having perfect health or unlimited abilities. It's about being honest about where you are right now and working with what you've got. Because acceptance can bring you confidence. Your body matters. So when you can move throughout your day without struggle, when you can get yourself up from the floor, carry your own bags, whatever the activity happens to be, hiking, doesn't matter what it is, you feel capable in yourself. And this isn't about vanity, it's about your daily life and the things that you love and enjoy in life. And this is where honesty helps so much. Being realistic about what you can do, what's hard, and what you want to work on gives you somewhere to start. And I'm not talking about beating yourself up. I'm talking about a clear-eyed assessment that helps you lead to action. Your mindset shift really matters too. As you get older, the stuff that you used to stress out about, like whether your house was perfectly done, seems less important. These days, I've got real concerns. I've got my aging mother, raising grandkiddos, navigating how different the world is through education with them these days is just huge. But the trivial stuff, well, it just waits. It just does. So this isn't about denying reality. Real ageless confidence comes from accepting that, yes, you're aging, as I am, and choosing to age as well as you possibly can. It's not about pretending you're 30 when you're 60. It's about being fully confident, capable within yourself, no matter what age you are. When you stay engaged and instead of stepping back, when you challenge yourself safely instead of avoiding everything that's difficult, when you're honest about your limitations while working to improve them, that's when you develop this quiet kind of confidence that doesn't need anybody else's approval. Every woman gets to decide how she wants to approach aging. You can work with your limitations or you can surrender to them. You can stay involved or you can step back. You can build confidence through daily actions or wait for it to find you. We like to finish up with a move moment because we believe that When you can move and you feel better about the movements that you make throughout the day, that helps you feel more confident. So today's move moment is I want you to find one thing that you may have been avoiding or something that you think has gotten a little bit too hard for you. Find one small way to practice that and develop the skills that you have and start to take steps towards improving. So if you can't get down on the floor easily, then maybe you need to practice sitting and standing. And it might be from a chair without using your hands. Maybe it's from a lower level. Maybe it's down in a lower chair or on a stool. Maybe you're worried about balance. So you could stand on one foot while you're brushing your teeth or while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. You're just starting where you're at. Firstly, you're acknowledging what that thing is. And then you go, okay, today I make that change. I do something that is going to help me feel more capable. So the purpose of this exercise is to prove to yourself that there's always a way to work with what you've got. So even small improvements in how you move can have a huge impact on how confident you feel throughout the day. Pretty cool, right? So let me leave you with this message. Ageless confidence is not about being perfect or having unlimited abilities. It's about making the most of what you have and staying committed to being the strongest, most capable version of yourself at every stage. So your challenge this week is to pick one area where you've been accepting some level of limitation and find one way to push it back. And remember, it's not about denying that you're aging. It's about choosing to age as well as possible. So thanks for listening to Ageless Confidence today. Remember, life is life, age is age, and it's about getting real with both of those things. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.